Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Pamela, and you are watching Pam Entertainment TV, where we review movies, television series, and incidents in pop culture just to see how those incidents affect our daily lives. Listen, we are here. We are here. I have just left the theater and come back home, and we are going to do a brief recap of the movie Transformer Rise of the Beast. Now, I will go ahead and tell you now this is a spoiler ish review. Spoiler ish. I'm not going to spoil the movie, but there may be some things that I may mention, like the names of characters or things like that. It'll be spoiler ish. Okay. Spoiler ish. All right. As you see the scrolling across the bottom of the screen, please like, comment, and subscribe. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I really, really would appreciate it. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll be open to a plethora of playlists of all the movies, television series, and pop culture chats that I have completed. Go through them. Enjoy. All right. So here we are. We are reviewing Transformer: Rise of the Beast. Now, this is a movie. Michael Bay is a producer, but he is not the director. The director of this particular piece is Stephen Caple Jr. You will know his works. He did Creed 2. He was the director in Creed 2. That's what I know. He's done a couple of other things, but those are the big. That's the other big movie that I would remember him from. Again, he did Creed 2, so he's now doing Transformers: The Rise of the Beast. It says it was written by Joby Harold and Darnell Metiyer. There's other writers involved in this as well, but those were the first two that came up according to IMDb. We have as the lead humans, we have Anthony Ramos. He's playing Noah Diaz, and we also have Dominique Fishback. She's playing Elena Wallace. And if you remember Dominique Fishback, I did my review on Swarm. Go back into that playlist and check out my review on the move on the is it Amazon Prime? Yeah, Amazon Prime series, Swarm. She was the lead actress in that. Donald Glover directed, produced, and written project. She did a really good job. All right. So I'm gonna go first of all the things that I liked about this movie. Okay. The first thing that was glaring to me, if you were somebody, and now I'm dating myself. If you were somebody that listened to mid '90s hip hop, because this movie takes place in the '90s. So let me read you the synopsis for that. I need my glasses, child. During the '90s, a faction of Transformers, the Maximals, joined the Autobots as allies in the battle for Earth. So the soundtrack. So this took place, I think it said in 1994. So the soundtrack was just tremendous. Baby, they had Tribe Called Quest, they had Wu-Tang Clan, they had Biggie. I think I heard some Tupac. I heard oh LL Cool J. I heard a lot of mid '90s rappers and that rap style going on, and it's all New York style. So most of the people that we heard in this movie or the soundtrack, they were New York artists, whether they were from Staten Island, the Boogie Down Bronx, Brooklyn, Yonkers, wherever they was from. We heard a whole bunch of hip hop music, and the soundtracks was just lovely. I did enjoy the soundtrack. I also enjoyed about this movie is that it was I don't know how to say, it was a Transformers led plot, and they led the plot, and the humans were side characters. And I did like the fact that the humans didn't overtake the show. We didn't have any love story. You didn't have people trying to, you didn't have all of that. It was basically a Transformer led plot. Everything that was moving forward, it was because the humans had some knowledge to each bring you to the next pace of the movie. So I did enjoy that. Kept the human, we didn't get into too much of the human side, but we got into enough to know what was driving each character. You knew, Noah's character was driven because he had some family. He had a family member that needed a lot of attention, and he was trying to find a job after he had gotten out of the military. You see that Dominique Fishback's character, Elena, you saw what drove her. She's an archaeologist intern, and so she's on a mission of discovery. Her knowledge in archaeology helps move the story. I did like that. And it made it believable how they became entwined in that story in this story was believable. It wasn't like the past ones where we spent so much time on the human side. We spent too much time with Shia LaBeouf's character that we really didn't get too much of what was going on with the Transformers. We got enough, but we it to me it just overtook the movie. But this one, I think they did it was a healthy balance. I will tell you that I enjoyed the character Mirage. I enjoyed him. I enjoyed his camaraderie with Noah. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that they brought out a sense of comrades, friends, comrades. It was just like Shia LaBeouf's character and Bumblebee, but I do just like the fact that Mirage and Noah's character, I liked their interaction. It was believable because of the fact that they were both soldiers. You didn't have like Shia LaBeouf's character. He was just some little smart aleck kid, and he's just getting involved in too much stuff and making all these things. You really had soldiers understanding missions and going through things like that. So I enjoy that. Um Everyone had a purpose. Everybody came in, everybody had a purpose. I did enjoy this the Maximals. I enjoy I enjoyed Optimus Primal. We really didn't get too much of the other ones except for the one that was a hawk, Elania. I can't remember what her name was, but we got a little bit of her, and she was able to give us some backstory and information like that. But I did like Optimus Primal. I did like Optimus Primal and Optimus Prime kind of pairing off with each other. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. Now I'm gonna tell you about my dislikes of the movie. I don't know. I think it could have been longer. It just seems like we needed this movie was paced like this. I hope I'm making sense. It was paced like this, and we got to the end just like this. I really wish that there was something that had kind of just slowed it down just a little bit. And like I said, I still like for it to have been transformer driven, but I would have liked just a little bit of extra information on um, the Maximals getting to Earth. I guess I wanted some of that and how they interacted with the humans here. I would have loved just a little, maybe like 3 or 4 minutes of a good montage about what happened there. I would have loved that. Child, every time you turn around, this is one of my dislikes. Bumblebee, he stay getting put out of commission. It seems like almost every movie he stays getting put out of commission. But again, he he's always the hero. He always fulfills that role, even if he is not the main character in the movie. He is always the hero. You can count on Bumblebee to be the hero, and he does not disappoint. Um, my only other dislike was the fact that some of the action scenes, because we saw it in 3D. So the theater that I had that was showing it, it was in 3D, but it seemed like it was dark. And so some of the action scenes, it was, even though it was the daytime, They just seemed dark. It just seems like that little period of time, right? If in daylight savings time, where it's just like right before it's not dark yet. It is dark, but it's not pitch black dark yet. It's like right, and it only lasts maybe like 15, 20 minutes. And it's that little section. It just seemed dark like that. I don't understand why it was in 3D. The action didn't jump at me, I guess is what I'm saying. So I would have loved it to just been in the IMAX, the 4K style. Because like I said, the 3D seemed like it was dark, too dark. I'm going to convince my brother because my brother was the one that introduced me to Transformers. So I'm going to see if I can convince him to go back to the movies with me to see how he likes the movie. But other than that, that's just my likes and that's just my dislikes. Would I encourage you to go see the movie? Yes. If you are a Transformers fan, this was a good movie. It was a good movie. I didn't have any big major complaints about it. I did like the introduction of all the Maximals, and I hope we get to see the Maximal again. The end was interesting. I am not going to spoil it, but you will see that it seems like there's going to be a merger of two franchises. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Go watch it. It was pretty good. Um Out of 5 stars, I will give this 3.5. I enjoyed it. I'm gonna go back. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and see it and maybe see it in I'm gonna see if my theater offers it in that IMAX 4K, but I was in an IMAX theater, so maybe the IMAX is just 3D. I don't know. Maybe they offer anything, but I'm also gonna if they don't, then I'm gonna go watch it on a regular screen to see if that darkness is there. Because maybe it was just there for 3D because it was like for me, the action scenes, particularly the ones in the daytime, to me should have been a little bit brighter. But that's just me. All right, people. Again, thank you so much for watching. This is Pamela, and this is Pam Entertainment TV. You see it going across the screen. Please subscribe, and also give me a comment. If you go, comment down below if you've seen it. What are your likes? What are your dislikes? Do you recommend that movie? Let's chop it up down in the comments, people. We do this every week, every week, and I appreciate you all rocking with me. And as always, people, bye bye.